Hi, I'm Clare, Dr. Clare Biedenharn, your listening partner. Today, I would like to share with you one of my blogs. I write one every month for my website, yourlisteningpartner.com. And today's topic is about energy, personal energy, ours and others. And I think in this day and age, we could all use a bit of a refresher. Not long ago, I saw taped to the door of a clinic a sign that said, "You are responsible for the energy that you bring into this space. Your words matter. Your actions matter. Our patient and our teams matter." Take a deep, slow breath and be sure your energy is in check before you enter this space. Thank you. This sign addresses a major human problem, our personal energy. And as the sign says, our energy matters, and it's our responsibility to manage it. We have an energy field around us that is beyond our physical body. It's what you feel when somebody stands too close. It's your personal space. We communicate with each other without language in this space. Remember the character in the Peanuts comic strip? The one that always walked around with a cloud of dust around him, Pigpen? Well, that's like our space. It's our vibe. It's our aura. That is your energy. So what's your energy? What kind of energy do you carry around? Last week, I was at the Dollar Tree. I was going to pick up something real quick. And I walked in the door, and there was a very large man talking very loudly on his cell phone. And he had it on so we could hear the other half of the conversation. And I saw him, and it was just like, I was like, ooh. And I ducked and went down the other aisle. I said a little prayer, and I said, "Cleanse this air, please." And I thought that I had dodged the bullet, but as the cashier was checking me out, he comes up behind me, back in my space again, and in a real loud voice says, "Where are the batteries?" Well, the cashier's ringing up my sale. She's busy and she stays focused. She doesn't get distracted. So he talks louder. "Where are the batteries?" And she kind of pointed over there. But then this was something else. In an even louder voice, he said, "Wait, I don't have enough money for all these things I'm buying." Whew. Well, thank goodness my sale was done. I slipped out the door. And my intuition, my first thought when I saw him was correct. I could tell my aura thought his aura was a little out of kilter. And I was wise to not engage it, but to step away and protect my own energy. Dr. Jill Bolte Taylor speaks of this beautifully in her book, My Stroke of Insight. She was a brain doctor who had a stroke, and in the process of having the stroke, a part of her was enough aware that she could observe what was happening. She was in the ICU, unable to respond, and she became vitally aware of how much energy people brought into the room, into her room. She said most of the time people were pretty good, or encouraging, wanting her to get well, giving her good words. And she wanted to show up for them, as she said. She wanted to be able to engage them, even though at that point she wasn't able to communicate. But then she talked about others, in particular an intern who came in who was real rough with her and talked just mean and just kind of pushed her around. And she said, she said it was like she sucked the energy out of the room. And that was what she called being an energy vampire. Just like the man in the Dollar Tree. No matter how much energy we would give him or this other doctor, it'd never be enough. We don't have to give them our energy. We have a say in it. There is science behind this feeling. It's called sympathetic resonance. And I think one of the best ways to explain it is to tell you about the cello. When I was in high school, I used to play the cello, which is the instrument that's like the very big violin. You sit in a chair and hold it between your knees and then draw a bow across it. Well, on the first string, when you put your finger in the right spot, that is the note C. And when you play it, the other string that is also called C vibrates in sympathy with the first note. The first note takes the lead and the other one follows along behind it. Well, that works for people too. We set the energy and others respond to us. And as the sign says, we are responsible for our own energy field. So how do you manage this energy? Well, the first step is to become aware of it. Have you ever been irritated and you're at the grocery store and been having a bad day? There's a problem with the price on whatever you're buying, that it just feels like more and more is building up. Sometimes people unleash on the cashier. Sometimes we carry stuff around with us and we just unleash whenever we have some place to aim it. So it's important to become aware of it, because so many times when we have issues with someone, what we're doing is reflecting onto them, projecting onto them issues that we have problems with. Now, there are ways to keep your vibration up, and it's something you can do once you're aware of it. But keep a snack in your desk at work if you're worried about getting tired or dragged out. Meditation, a quick prayer like I did at the Dollar Tree. Listen to your favorite music. Just change your perspective. Change your energy. Go to the bathroom. Stop. Breathe. Another thing is to own your own energy no matter what. By that, I mean, like Dr. Bolte Taylor maintained a boundary even though she wasn't able to communicate. She said, I'm not showing up for this person who's being a jerk. I will, in my mind, try to engage people that I want to. We don't have to play. As we pass energy back and forth, it's like a tennis game. And you don't have to play if you don't want to. Which brings another point. What about the energy directed at you? So many times, sometimes it makes sense, but a lot of times it doesn't. And that's usually because it has nothing to do with you. Their energy, whatever they're doing, it's not yours. And you don't have to take that baggage. I don't know about you. I've got enough of my own baggage. I don't need to carry anybody else's. So remember, too, it's not always personal. When somebody acts up or does something around you, some people just like to keep things stirred up. It's something to do. It's entertainment. You do not have to engage them. You have a choice. You know, sometimes no is a positive word. Our power lies in choice. Use it wisely. You have a say in both how you share your energy and how you receive it. As the sign says, please take responsibility for your energy before entering this space. What you say matters. What you do matters. Think of yourself and think of others. Thank you. Thank you for listening. And if this spoke to you, please consider hitting the like button. And if you know of anyone else who might have a need for this or similar information, please share this video. And if you like this, please check out these other videos.